Welcome to Fearless Piano, my friends. Today, we will tackle the topic of playing the major scale as accurately as possible using one of these. It's a metronome. The metronome will keep you on track to play the major scale on the beat. Let's take this for a test run. I am going to put the metronome on at 120 beats per minute. This may be a little bit quick for some people, so you might want to use something slower. And then we'll begin. Now, my timing might seem a little bit off because there is some delay in my audio getting to my recording setup. But the general idea is that you play evenly. And watch the fingering. With your right hand, the fingering is meant to be 1, 2, 3. These 3 fingers. And then 1. So you play 1, 2, 3, and you cross the thumb under to play the F. You might want to practice that a few times like this. Cross, like that. Cross. And then coming back, cross over this finger, the middle finger. Now you don't want to make your fingers fly all over the place. There should be some control, so you want to work on keeping them curved somewhat. And it helps you play it more efficiently. As time goes on, you're going to have to play quicker because the music you play might get more challenging. So you have to keep your fingers as close as possible, not flying and flapping all over the place, but really one finger assigned to each note. You have to practice over and over again to get really good with your scales. So, the assignment that I'm giving you today, my fearless piano friends, is for you here in Module 2, which is on major scales in practice, to play the C major scale flawlessly. I don't really mind how slow it is. It could be 50 beats per minute. It could be as slow as... I don't mind, as long as it is clean. Okay, just make sure you're starting from that thumb. Okay, the thumb is number 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The crossover is very important. Okay, so do that as best as you can. Pay attention to the fingering. It is essential for smooth transitions. For example, in previous episodes, I talked about other major scales. You might have noticed I started C sharp with my index finger for a reason. All right, it's going to be hard trying this, even though it's not bad practice for your fingers, but in terms of expedience to play the scale, you wouldn't start off these black note scales. You generally do not start off with your thumb. You start off with your index finger or some other fingers, depending on which method you learn. But ideally, the way to get around it for the first scale, which we're honing in on today, the C major scale, I highly recommend that you go in baby steps, okay? Baby steps. Make sure you are obeying the right fingering. It is essential for smooth transitions. and play with the metronome, and you will get there by repetition, by practice, by staying on it. Okay? As far as the left hand is concerned, you might ask, what do I do with this? Well, you could practice with the left hand as well. In this case, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could practice both together slowly. You got to be patient with yourself, do the best you can, and then we'll move on to the next episode. But just remember, play with the metronome. It will help you. It will be a great foundation. So as slowly and as evenly as you need to produce great sound is what I'm asking for. Thank you, my friends. I'll see you in our next episodes.